teach chemistry and physical science. We've had some unique opportunities for our students. They have been involved in some research projects dealing with Project REACH. We started looking at mortar analysis. And I've had several groups of students, different semesters, looking at these structures at the mortar. We have looked at different samples for analysis, and they have actually taken the raw sample of mortar, which they saw in the building, brought it back to the lab, digested it in an acid solution, watched it as it dissolved, used a microscope before and after to take pictures of it, of what the sample looked like, run it through sieves to filter it out to the different sizes of the particles, and took pictures and did an actual analysis what part of each sample was composed of how much of the different particulate matter. These were skills that they had actually learned in the class. It actually brought something real life to them. They really enjoyed it. In addition to doing the mortar analysis on the two structures, the students had an opportunity to actually go to the dendrochronology lab in Fayetteville and the museum that housed all the artifacts that had been found and were being processed, cataloged, and identified. Dr. Staley, who runs the dendrochronology lab, took extra time and stayed with the students and discussed because they showed so much interest in the work. The students were very pumped up about the activity, and they learned things they did not know even existed. It was a new, eye-opening opportunity. They saw new careers that they had no idea that even existed. The students have been doing research for what's called the angel share. It is a theory that it's the alcohol that arises from where the brandy, the alcohol, was manufactured in a building, and it actually rises and settles on the roof of the building on the interior side and then forms a black structure. The next step is to actually go visit the loony structure that has the residue on the ceiling, take some samples of it, bring it back to the lab, and do some analysis based on what research they've done to see what we can determine what it actually might be. I think it adds a lot to their educational process because if they get interested in it, they become engaged in it, they're going to go further than, oh, I've got to do this just to satisfy the instructor. It's something I want to do. In fact, we've had several of them say, when's our next trip? When can we go back and look some more at the structures, or when can we do something else that's related to this instead of just the normal cookbook labs in the lab manuals? I think that it will greatly enhance their success and retention because if they're interested, they're going to stay with it.